This judge was furious when this mother lied under oath to block the father from his own child, so he made sure justice was served instantly.
This is a couple of things that we need to deal with. First is entry of a paternity order. Mr. Jackson requested paternity testing. After repeated requirements of mother, she finally cooperated with it. Don't know why it took so long, but she certainly was not cooperative to begin with. Mr. Jackson was found to be the father. Are you objecting to entry of that paternity order, Ms. Pelto? I don't know if you did, but on May 31st of 2024, there's an order that says, per the sworn testimony of the defendant, your client, on May 31st, the plaintiff, Martell Jackson, is not the legal or biological father of the minor child. I don't know how she testified that he's not the biological father when, in fact, he is the biological father. So I'm just warning you, her word isn't particularly good right now. All right. The credibility is lacking.
When mother received the child back into her care, she had some concerns about the child's health and also took her in for some routine medical care that then led to a CPS investigation due to a diagnosis that the child had of bacterial, which led to an investigation into use. She was advised through a safety plan not to allow the minor child to communicate with the father or enter into his care. She complied with CPS until that investigation was closed.
Oh, so what you're saying is they didn't substantiate?
They did not substantiate, Your Honor. And so we would just ask that the court would consider that when granting parenting time, for that time perhaps be supervised, knowing that there's been investigations by CPS and a history of domestic violence in the case.
I'm sorry, but first of all, CPS investigated and didn't find anything, okay? So I'm not going to use that against him. Second, he had the child, and then she did everything she could not to have him test, all right? She even testified that he's not the biological. I know she was there when she became pregnant, all right? And for her to come in and say that he's not the biological father is very bothersome, basically contemptuous at times. You can say whatever the reasons are, but I can't sit here and say, oh no, I guess he must have the child, even though there's no evidence of it. All right. Because that's what the mom is kind of trying to do, is make me make that finding. And I don't have any evidence of it. I get this stuff all the time where people come in and claim he's a bad guy. CPS is investigating. They didn't find anything. Mr. Jackson, you can see the child this Saturday from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. All right. Okay. Just bear with me. All right. Just so that she's used to you again. All right. You've been out of her life and it's not your fault. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got Lele back. So I'll get to get her at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, mama, I got Lele back. I get her at 10 o'clock tomorrow.